Hi everyone, welcome to the training video for Hallway Healthcare on our new platform that we're going to be using called Healthcare-Alayacare. Healthcare-Alayacare is going to be taking the place of Humanity Shift Planning, which we're currently using for scheduling. In the near future, Healthcare-Alayacare will also take the place of Devero, our current documentation system. So for right now, we're going to be using Healthcare-Alayacare for scheduling only. In Healthcare-Alayacare for scheduling, you'll be able to see your current schedule, your past schedules, and your future schedules. Healthcare is where you will also be clocking in and clocking out for your shifts. Also in Healthcare, you'll be able to see what shifts are being offered to you. So for iPhone users, you're going to go to your iTunes store and download the Healthcare app. This is what the app will look like in the iTunes store at the top left-hand corner of my screen. For Android users, you're going to go to your Google Play Store and download the Healthcare app. It might look a little bit different than this one. So to get logged into Healthcare, you're going to click on the app. And when you get into Healthcare, it'll say welcome and to enter your company server name. This is where you're going to input hallwayhealthcare.healthcare.com. Once you do that, you'll click next. You will then put in your email, and your password is going to be hallway123 ! You're going to log in. Waiting for it to load. Okay. So when you log in, this is where you're going to see your schedule for today's date. Right here at the top, it says Monday, August 2nd. So if you swipe to the right, it'll see what your shift was or your schedule was for the previous day. And you can swipe right to go backwards as many times as you like to see what your schedule was for the past week, the past month, or just the past few days. If you swipe to the left, it'll show you what your future schedule is going to look like. The three lines at the top left-hand corner of the app, if you click those, it'll show your name, your little profile. If you click caseload, it'll show you which cases are yours. And if you click view full caseload, it'll show you all of our current patients. If you go back to the three lines and open up the schedule, this is the screen that it first showed us. If you go back to the three lines and see open activities, this is where it's mostly going to be used for the documentation, so we're not going to be using this quite yet. Tasks, same thing. This is going to be used for documentation. We're going to go back to the three lines and go to offers. The pending offers, this is where you're going to see when the scheduler offers you shifts and you can decline or accept them. Going back to the three lines, there's log out and settings. If you go to settings, this is where you're going to want to change your password as soon as you get into the app. Going back to the three lines and to my schedule, I'm going to show you how to clock in for your shift. So when you go to the schedule, you're simply going to click the box of what you're scheduled for. And this is the overview of your, or the information of your shift. So to clock in, you simply click the green circle clock. And when you clock in, right now it says there's a problem determining your location. Would you like to clock in anyway? You're going to hit OK. But when you download the app, you're going to need to turn on your location settings because we want to see where you are exactly when you're clocking in for your shift. Same goes with clocking out of your shift. We want to see where you are at when you are clocking out of your shift. Okay, when you go to overview, this is going to be where you're going to be able to see the medical history, the care provider notes, the document approval attachments. The attachments is going to be, things such as the plan of care, a letter of medical necessity signed by the doctor stating why the patient needs care. Other attachments may be attached by the case manager as well. The gray dots at the top, such as the dog or the leaf or the little germ cell, these are all going to be things that you're going to be able to click on, and it'll give you information such as if the client has a pet. If you click on the dog, it'll tell you if the client has a dog or a cat or a turtle. If you click on the leaf, it'll show you of any known allergies or state if there is not any known allergies. When you go to care plan, this is where there will also be a care plan. Progress notes, this is going to be for when we are using it as a documentation system, but as of right now, we are not. Service tasks, same thing. This is where you're going to be seeing the forms you need to complete, the interventions, and the goals that need to be completed as well. But as of right now, we are not using this yet. Form history, this is where you're going to be able to see the history of the documentation from other nurses. Medication. This is where you're going to be seeing the MAR. This is where you will actually, say when you are administering a medication and if it was completed. As of right now, we are not using that. Vitals at the very end. Same thing for here. This is where you're going to be inputting all the vitals for your patient. But as of right now, we are not using it. If you would like to use the vitals, you're more than welcome to do so. If you scroll all the way to the back, you can go back to info and it'll take you back to your home screen here. So I am ready to clock out of my shift. I simply just click the red circle to clock out. It says it can't determine my location because I don't have my location on. So you will hit OK. Okay, so going back, I have successfully completed my shift. And when you successfully complete a shift, the gray box will now turn, the gray and white box will now turn blue with a little check mark stating that you have completed this shift. So again, we're going to go back to the 3 lines, and just as a little overview, the caseload is where you're going to see all the cases that you are on or that we have. And then if you go to schedule, this is where you're going to see your schedule. If you scroll to the right, it'll show you the day before. If you scroll to the left, show you your next shifts on the upcoming days. Open activities. And the offers. The offers is where, again, Kimberly, the scheduler, will be sending out schedule offers. And if you would like to pick up that shift, you can accept it. If you cannot pick up that shift, please decline it and do not leave it open. So to log out, you simply go to log out, hit OK. We have completed our shift. So again, going back to the beginning, once you download the app, you're going to go into hallwayhealthcare.alayacare.com, hit next. You're going to enter your email and your password. Like I said before, your password is going to be hallway, capital H, 123, exclamation point, and then once you get in, you'll be changing your password. Okay, so when you download the app, please remember to turn on your location. You can go to turn on your location through your settings app on your iPhone or Android, and making sure that the location is set on to while you are using the app. You can set it on indefinitely if you would like, but we really only need you to turn it on for when you are using the app to clock in and to clock out, to see where you are clocking in and clocking out if you are in a radius of the patient's home. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me at nicole@hallwayhealthcare.com or at 925-852-6606. Thank you.